I've seen a lot of opinions lately about celebrity worship and how celebrity worship should be ended, that it's a bane to society, that it's just a despicable aspect of humanity, that is an embarrassment. And while I understand that opinion, I think people do get lost in the belief that a celebrity or a very wealthy person is somehow more worthy than the normal people are. And that's simply not true. We're all equal. A part of me wonders if perhaps the worship of celebrity is a covert version of self-love. In today's society, it's considered an embarrassment to speak of our love for the self. The best way we express it is the way we use social media, or a lot of us do, where we post selfies of ourselves looking beautiful or living our perfect best lives and hiding from the shadow side of life and just presenting the perfect version of who we think we are. And beyond that, beyond the fiction of perfection that we like to present to others, it's generally difficult for us to admit self-love. It's as though it's an outsized ego that will express self-love. If I were to sit here and tell you that I am a person who is exceedingly patient, it would probably be taken in a way that I don't intend it to be taken. It would appear to be boasting or delusional or. And that's just an example. And maybe that's not true for me, for you people who are watching who don't know me. But generally speaking, it's hard for us to exalt our qualities in any kind of real way, particularly to people who know us, because there's a fear that the qualities that are not so positive, shall we say, will supersede the qualities that we love about ourselves. And I think we're moving beyond that. I think once we become more adept at mastering our painful side, at being present with it, at honoring it, at allowing the pain within us to expand and become a part of our energy field so that we become more whole, since love and pain are what make up the human. We must allow pain as much as we allow the love, because it's all one. And as long as we refuse to be present with the things that hurt, we just simply won't be whole. I think we are moving toward that. I think that more and more people are recognizing the value in being present with all that is. And I think as that ability begins to surpass the fear of doing that, we will start to recognize that self-love doesn't mean boasting. It means appreciating all the qualities of the self, the ones that may be viewed as honorable and the ones that might not. Just loving all that is. As Matt Kahn would say, whatever arises, love that. That is where we are headed. And once we get there, celebrity worship won't be necessary anymore, because we will love the self openly. When we worship celebrity, we are showing worship for humanity, actually. And it's not how we see it, obviously, particularly those of us who do have intense love for certain celebrity beings. But on an unconscious level, the love of celebrity is the love of humanity and of the self. I like to think about what the future us will think in 500 years when we look back and see that we have all these magazines with these glossy images of faces, and how adorable that will probably seem when we've moved past the need to project our self-love onto others. We'll just look at it like, wow, we used to just hand out pictures of our faces and look at them and worship them. How adorable is that? How sad that that is how we have to express our love for ourselves. And also how beautiful that we did the best we could to love the self even in the face of the inequality that is also established when we do that. So all of this to say, perhaps celebrity worship is immature. Perhaps it is not matching the transcendence of which we are capable. But it's not all bad. It is love. It's just love that is veiled by truth.